Now in the studio by the national chairman of the Zenith Labour Party and former chairman of the Labour Party, Dan Nwanyawu. Thank you very much indeed for coming in, and apologies because we referred to you as the former chairman of IPAC,
I've never been,
which you were not.
Yeah.
And we also referred to you as Dan Nwanyawu, yes, when you are Nwanyawu.
Yes.
So that's cleared.
They don't need the same thing.
That's cleared the air, hasn't it? Okay. Yeah. Now let me begin by asking you this, and let me say thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
In a contest where many already see as a two-horse race between the APC and the ADC, what makes you confident that your party is more than just a footnote in this election? Are you genuinely in the race to win or to stay politically relevant?
Which of the elections are you talking about?
I'm talking about the FCT election.
Very well.
on
very,
Saturday.
Very well.
2 days hence.
You see, in FCT, you just said tension is rising. That is correct. Alliance is shifting. Some candidates are being persuaded to drop to support another candidate, some candidates of other parties. Then you have the Supreme Court case that affected one of the parties. But let me tell you, Charles, in FCT has a pattern of votes. They have a pattern when they are voting. They are not persuaded by noise. Or
you mean they've seen it all?
Yes, they are not persuaded by arrogance. They are not persuaded by people saying, we are going to win everywhere. Nobody is going to win everywhere. Watch it on Saturday. And let me warn, this election on Saturday must be counted. The votes must be counted. And INEC should test the IREF. A lot of things have happened the past few days. People who thought they will win everywhere, they will throw everybody away. You may not support the president's party in this election, but in the general election, you may support the president. This is what I say. This is what I would say. Politics is local. This is the local politics. So when somebody gets to the public arrogantly, boasting that he is God, he's all.
And who is this person?
I'm coming. So I don't lose my thoughts.
Okay, right.
A lot of people are saying all sorts of things. People who think that they are going to determine everything. In this Saturday election, if you count it, you have 3-4 parties winning area councils. They decide. The voting pattern here is different. It's not the same with outside Abuja.
Okay, you've established that point.
And if you go even the last one, you will see it. No political party has ever won FCT. So people should stop bragging that they're going to do this and do that.
Well, obviously things can change.
Nothing can change.
Depending on which.
No, nothing can change in this election. Nothing can change in this.
Change.
But if we count the votes, nothing will change.
But let's talk about, beyond the general, let's talk about the particular. Your party. You talk about grassroots mobilization, but elections in Nigeria are often won, by structure, funding, reach. What does the Zenith Labour Party have concretely that can compete with that machinery?
You see, what you are asking me to do now is to watch the stomach of the cow in the public, which I'm not going to do. Every political party has its own strategy. In the last general election, there were people who won election without money. They got into the House of Rep. Some got into the Senate. These were people that nobody, in fact, they said, okay, come and run. They added his name. He became a member of House of Rep. He became a member of State Assembly. So asking a party.
Yeah, but that person was not from the Zenith Labour
Party. No, it may not be from Zenith.
Right.
I'm talking about because
talking specifically about your party.
You are hinging everything on money.
No, I'm not hinging everything on money.
I agree that politics, you need money to move from here to there. The Zenith Labour Party may not be one of the parties that have deep pockets, that are ready to buy everybody. Since you brought me here specifically for FCT election, on Saturday, Zenith Labour Party will win 2 area councils.
Okay, can you point to specific wards or councils where you're confident of victory, or is your strategy more about incremental visibility than outright wins?
No, Charles.
Right.
Is he asking me to tell you the area council? You are equipping my opponents within 24
So you're going to
hours.
hide where you're going to win?
Of course, I'm going to hide it.
Okay.
When the votes start coming.
Shall I look under the table and see if it's there?
When the votes start coming, you will see what it is.
Right.
No, let nobody arrogantly brag. And nothing should be tied to FCT as being a condition that you are loving the president or you're not loving the president. Right. FCT has a voting pattern.
But is there a danger?
And that vote must count.
Right. Is there a danger that smaller parties like yours will end up splitting opposition votes and indirectly strengthen the ruling party?
No. It's every political party has its own strength. But the problem in politics is that everybody will believe that he will win. But if you check the numbers, if you are as experienced as the leadership of the Zenith Labour Party, you check the numbers. 2-3 parties went to our domain in the past 1 week. And they were disappointed. They even went to my candidate in one of the area councils, offered him money to step down. He said, no, I'm the candidate. I'm the person they want. So that will tell you, they have even started collapsing some political parties. That should not happen in FCT. And let me use the opportunity to tell the FCT commissioner, INEC commissioner, to be very, very careful, because after this election, we start calling people out. We are not going to allow election to be rigged in FCT. You cannot achieve it. Look, when I was the national chairman of a Labour Party, Peter Obi visited Olusegun Mimiko during the commission of one of the programs.
Mimiko was a governor who
Mimiko was my governor who won the election under my Labour Party when I was national chairman, yes. Even though now they claim that Labour Party was not known anywhere, they were the ones that brought it up. It is not true. We have governors. In fact, we have 1.5 governors. We have senators. We have House of Rep members. We have state assembly members all over. The other half governor was Adams Oshiomhole. Adams was a member of the Labour Party. I raised his hand for governorship in Udupoto Hall in Benin. Before Tommy Kimi and others came, said, look, you have a better candidate, but you have a better structure. Let's come together. So an agreement was reached between Labour Party and ACN on 23rd November 2006. That was Adams Oshiomhole emerged as a governor, so I can claim half, then ACN half. So you don't do these things as if it is like, no. It is not 1+1. Right. So what I'm saying in effect is, during that time, Peter Obi came, and he made one comment when he was talking with Adam. He said, you see, these are politicians. If you like, some of them, tar the road to their bedroom. Once they have no food to eat, they won't vote for you. I'm quoting Peter Obi. He was telling his brother governor, Mimiko, I was there. It's not hearsay. So we laughed over it. I said, that is true. So when people claim all sorts of things, Abuja is a different ballgame. Right, okay. And it is in the interest of INEC.
Right. Well, time is
just
going.
A minute. It's in the interest of INEC.
Time is going.
To use this as a litmus test.
Right.
To know whether they will conduct a free and fair election in 2027 or they're not going to conduct a free and fair election. Right. Leave Abuja alone. Let us wait for what will happen in 2027.
Right.
When we get under the Agbalome tree, we will know how many of ECs that fell down.
Right. You talked quite volubly about the Labour Party when you were chairman.
Yes.
But as I said, I keep bringing you back to your current party.
Yes. I'm giving you an example. I just gave you an example.
I understand that, which is the Zenith Labour Party. Do you see it as being a fringe party, or do you think
our party is not a fringe party?
Moved beyond being
our party is not a fringe party. If you allow a free and fair process, if you count the votes and allow the votes to be counted and record the votes, most of these parties they are calling fringe parties will win seats all over the country. That was the problem of 2023. As if there were 1, 2, 3 parties. They know it. A political party exists with its own programs and manifestos. It's not a question of what people say. People may have a different idea about what the political party stands for. But the issue is that, look, I ran for the presidency. There was no corner of this country I didn't get vote, even if it's 1 vote. That means some people were seeing us. But we did not spend money. It was strategic. We didn't spend money. I came 4th or 5th position out of 18. They didn't spend money. We didn't campaign because it was strategic. It was meant for a purpose, which did not work. So don't say these parties are fringe parties. These parties, let us allow free and fair election. You will have more than 10, 15 political parties in the National Assembly. Ditto in the state houses of assembly. But if we continue the way we are going about it,
right,
those of us who suffer for this democracy will be forced to think of whether to regret the roles we played with this Tinubu, the president.
It sounds as if you're saying that if the election outcome, for instance, on Saturday, goes against you, that you won't accept it because you're concerned about a lot of things like the credibility of that election.
Don't anticipate me, Charles.
Well, I'm asking you.
You're anticipating me. There's no way these areas we have will go against us.
Right.
Watch it on Saturday. Unless they have decided to produce double return sheets, write the results, and move people to go there and come back and then announce it, then there'll be problem. There'll be problem. It is this current INEC chairman. This is the first major election that he will be conducting. And with his resident electoral commissioner in Abuja. We will call names. We have kept quiet for too long.
Right. But beyond saying that, raising questions about INEC, the big parties and so on, what exactly is the ZLP, your party, offering that is different? Not just rhetoric, because you're sitting here saying a lot of things, but in policy and governance at the council level.
Well, at the council level, that is where you have this hunger I'm talking about. A lot of people are unemployed. No jobs. How are you going to engage them? That is where you have a lot of people, even these people recruited outside Abuja, into terrorism. If you tackle unemployment, provide food security, health, and education, Nigerians are not asking for much. They're not asking for much. If you in this FCT, you'll be shocked. Certain children that are up to 10, 11, 12 have never been to school in this FCT. If you look at their health standards, you weep. They have no access to medical care. Most of the children go to bed with empty stomach.
And what are you going to offer them?
That's what we are doing in the campaign, door to door. We are giving them options. We have told them how we are going to go about it, and it is sinking. In fact, they have accepted it. We will not make promises we will not keep. ZAP will never make promises we won't keep. We won't build a bridge where there is no river. We won't promise you that we are going to move Mako Hall to Olumorok to Mako Hall. We're not going to do that. We will keep to our promises. And if you look at our manifesto, from where all the states, all these elections draw their own manifestos and improve on it, you can see we talked about human beings. What are you going to do to improve their lives? Education, health, food security, and all that. Nigerians are not asking for much. Most Nigerians don't even need their car. Not talk of buying an aeroplane. Give them the basic needs. Their basic needs. Give them the enabling environment for them to feed. They will not come, government will not distribute money to everybody.
Would you consider, as you move forward into the FCT elections and beyond, because obviously you want to be seen as a national political party.
We are a national political, not that we are going to be. Every party is a national political party.
Right, okay. So what I'm saying is that, would you consider forming tactical alliances with other sort of opposition parties to improve your chances, or is ZLP determined to go it alone regardless of the outcome?
You see, alliances are allowed in a political arrangement. It's allowed in political arrangement. You can have an alliance, but if you also go by Nigerian history, it collapses so soon thereafter because of the greed of Nigerian politicians. Let me take, for example, MPP, NPN Accord. It collapsed a few months after, even after sharing positions. Because there are certain people in this country, they are not interested in the people of the country. They are not interested in the masses. They are interested in the office they occupy, how to steal, and go away. When they steal, when they finish eating, they wash the plate and swallow the water. You can go to hell. That is the truth about most Nigerian politicians who are occupying positions. And that is what we are going to change. When President Tinubu was with us in this struggle, I was virtually sleeping with him in Abiola's house on daily basis. Some of the things Abiola told us is not what we are doing today. Let me give you one example. When Abiola had a swollen leg, he was admitted in a co-hospital in Lagos, room 437. I was the only non-member of the family that was with him. The wives will bring food, leave it with me. I will serve him. After eating, I will eat the remnants. Abiola called me one day, comrade, do you know why I want to be president? I said, tell me, Mr. President. He said, there was a time I went for surgery in King's Hospital, London. They wheeled me to the theater. 6 doctors were in the room. 3 on my right, 3 on my left. They're all white people. After 10 minutes, sir, do the thing, let me go. He said, no, we're waiting for the chief surgeon. Not long, one black man came with 2 other doctors. When the black doctor entered, he moved close to Abiola, a car saucer. Abiola said, Kiloruke, what's your name? Are you a Nigerian? I said, yes. Abiola told me tears dropped from his eyes. He said, comrade, I will bring all these people back in Nigeria and put those hospitals there. Charles, are you telling me that we cannot put King's Hospital in every state in Nigeria? Are you telling me we cannot put these hospitals here? They have stolen the money for the hospitals from the center. You are selling on you, we are not seeing the money. In the past, how many years today? Abiola told me, he cried, that was part of the reason why he wanted to be president. President Tinubu is aware of it. I'm calling him because every day we're in Abiola's house. The problem is that when we get into office, charlatans will take over the place. They will take over your brain that you will no longer remember. If you're not a man of strong will, you will not remember how to work for the people. You will not remember how to solve their problems. You are not interested in whether they ate last night or not. Your own is, how much is this? How much is coming? This and that. No, that's not governance.
To be entirely fair, the administration obviously inherited a lot of problems.
I agree.
And they say they're working to end those.
Nobody
has a Harry Potter magic wand who
can
wave it and things will be solved.
Charles, I have made that argument. When there was this argument that they should demonstrate against him by Prophet Usman. I think it was on your television channels. I said, no. And what brought me, he said, he was worried why Igbos are not part of the demonstration. I said, don't call Igbos. For 8 years, you messed up this country. You didn't talk. You are deaf and dumb. Nobody should call Igbos to demonstrate against Tinubu. And we mobilized, they did not do it.
Right.
So what I'm saying is that there must not be selective judgment on everything.
Right.
If a government was bad for 8 years, killed this country, brought us on our knees, and somebody has come without taking me that I'm arguing for Tinubu to start to revitalize the place and do these things, you don't come to talk of argument. You don't come to talk about demonstration.
Look, we're almost out of time, and it's great talking with you. You're a very powerful speaker, let me put it that way.
I don't know that.
The last time you were here,
yes,
you were raising concerns about an alleged threat to your life for backing the governor of Rivers State,
yes,
in the political crisis in the state.
Yes.
That was 2 years ago, but I can see that you're still hale and hearty, unless what I'm looking at is an AI-generated image of yourself.
They did not succeed.
You survived.
No, they did not succeed.
Right.
I brought evidence. I wrote to DSS. I wrote to the president, I wrote to NIA, I wrote to IG, I wrote to everybody with evidence, with his picture, with his commitment down this hotel. Nobody replied. So if he has succeeded in harming me, it would have gone. That is the type of country. Somebody came here to attack me. And I got evidence. And the call that came to me when he was interrogated by the security of this hotel, the call that came from his aides. And they talked to me. They said, okay, let him go, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So I'm still alive. It's God that takes life.
Well,
it is true. And you are talking about Fubara.
Right.
I have never changed my position on Fubara, notwithstanding what the president is trying to do. Let me tell you.
No, very brief. We've got literally 10 seconds.
Yes. Mr. President is trying to get the votes from both sides. But what he has not gotten correctly is those votes. 95% of those votes were housed by Fubara. Right. Take it or leave it.
Okay.
So, but he doesn't want to lose any. So anybody that told you that Fubara this and okay, go and do what you want, but my position has not changed.
Right.
I don't change like that because I take positions, I analyze things before I take positions.
You've taken more than 10 seconds.
Thank you.